Back, welcome back, welcome back. Oh, Lynn, you're watching the trend. I'm here with Lynn Ngugi.
Yes.
Lynn, we were just talking about the transition, and you were like, you know what? Is it easy? No, it's challenging, and you sort of have to do it because you want to build your own brand. You want to forge your own path and do your own thing.
Yes.
And here you are now. I think you are how many subscribers in now?
Guy, over 320K.
But you do not say. But you do not say.
Had to say me.
And with that platform,
Yeah.
you understand the kind of influence that you have, and that's why earlier in the week you expressed your disappointment in what had happened to that young lady on Forest Road. Please tell us about it.
I think I was as shocked as everyone was. Like, I love the fact that so many people came out and condemned the incident. And for me, just it happening even before International Women's Day and Wangari Maathai Road, I think that was, I don't know, it was just those events that you wouldn't wish on anyone. Like, most people were saying that could have been your daughter, your sister, your mother, your aunt, ABC. It's just, I don't know, even right now, her screams.
Right?
Yeah.
That's what I said. I said her screams, they were deafening. They were
her screams. And it doesn't matter what she might have done before, but we have to understand we live in a country with laws. And we also need to understand that accidents happen. But we cannot take it upon ourselves to always be, the judge, jury, at the same time. Them undressing her, like when you've hosted so many rape survivors, that's not an easy thing to watch. No. And it's happening in broad daylight.
When a cop is there.
When a cop, there's a photo that was just released because one of my fans on Instagram actually said the husband was there and there were 3 cops around. So when it's happening, but then you see even cops, they fear these people.
They do.
We
because there were many of them.
There were so many of them.
And they were very aggressive and angry.
Yeah, and they were so angry. But then we have to understand some of them are really nice. Because personally, nimebebwa na watu wa bodaboda wazuri. You have your delivery guy. Hey, yuko wapi kuja unichukulie nipeleke. They are also amazing ones. But then there are those who use that wanaona koka space and they use it to do their own, evil deeds, kupora watu, kunyang'anya watu side mirrors when they see an accident. So we have to understand that we live in a country where we have laws, but also we can't also live in a country where we have to wait for such a thing to happen so that everyone from the government, they can start making noises and say do this and this and that. That should have been done a long time ago. Because how many more people now need to go through that so that even people in higher institutions can come out and say, let's put this and this in place. Those things should have been put in place a long time ago. We don't always have to wait for such horrific incidents to happen so that we can put laws into place. It shouldn't have been. And no one deserves that. No matter what she did, I know accident ikifanyika, for those who drive, call a cop, andikia neni, kama there's an injured party, ambulance, all those things, they need to be observed. But the moment that happens, na wanakukujia hivi, it's a scary...
it's scary. Of course, you have to defend yourself. You want to speak up. You're also just equally as upset. I mean, it didn't look like it was an environment where she would be the calm one.
No.
And I saw so many people saying, oh, ye mwenye alikuwa anakaa kwa na kiburi, but it still doesn't justify what they did to her.
Why do we have to turn these things about when such incidents happen? Why do we have to say now it's women versus the boy child? It's not anybody against anybody. It's not anybody against anybody. We don't have to fight. We are not fighting. We are not fighting our men. Our men are not supposed to be fighting us. When such incidents happen collectively, let's acknowledge and say this is wrong. What do we do past this? It shouldn't be a war on social media. Sasa ni wa mama against wa baba. Oh, sasa ni boy child anaone. Oh, no, nini. That could have been your sister either ways. That could have been.
But why do we even have to paint that? Like, we don't even have to say that's your sister. That's your. Even if you don't have sisters,
that's a person,
and you don't have any female relatives.
Yes,
it should be that's a human being, and that's not how we should treat them.
And also, let's acknowledge that men have gone through that more times than. Like every time you're in the car, you see a man, like I also want people to come out and acknowledge the fact that even men have gone through that, right?
With their cars being burnt down. That's
exactly.
true.
So it's not even a fight, oh, it's because it was a woman, that's why we are making noise. We would have made noises even if it was another person. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, you know, Lynn, like I told you, I have a lot of research. I don't know if you guys can even see. You can't even see. Can you see this?
Yeah.
Like I have 2 pages of research. And of course, I'm looking at the time, it's almost an hour. This isn't a YouTube show.
Yes.
So I'm like, wow, we can't do an hour. But
No,
Lynn, there is so much to get through.
Yeah.
I'm so proud of you and everything that you've managed to achieve. But like I said, you came from far. What were you doing in Dubai?
Coffee, making coffee for people.
Oh, you're a barista.
barista, yeah.
Oh, a barista.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
for how long?
It's been a while. I can't even count, but I'm a qualified barista. I can make all sorts of coffee.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We have like a station.
Later.
So tukimaliza interview tutatengeneza sisi.
Which is your favorite coffee?
Espresso.
Espresso?
Yes.
Single or double?
Single.
Oh, okay. So that's
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So you'll do that for me.
Yeah, maybe.
Now I know that you
Yeah.
were engaged.
Oh, was I?
Nilikwambia niliongea hata na madhako, nilimcall nikamwambia hebu niambie juu ya Lynn. But you planned the wedding and all these things, I understand. What happened?
Things happen. It just didn't work out. 2 different people, but such an amazing person. But I just think in life sometimes things don't work out. Don't force issues.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wouldn't paint him in a bad light and say, oh, ni or something. It just we were just not compatible. Yeah.
What a very mature response. If it was me, I'd be like, acha nikwambie
Sema.
huyo ng'ombe. Aliniwestia time. Nakwambia naweza kuwa petty. No, I'm joking.
Now you're joking.
Because everyone when they talk about their exes, they're always like, "Oh, say, don't even
Yeah.
get me started." Like,
No,
what,
it takes
what
grace
Katun
and
was
growth.
saying. Yes.
It takes grace and growth.
Yeah.
Yes.
For you to just be like, you know what, it's okay. Sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't.
They don't.
Now you've got an event in April.
Oh, yes.
A live show.
It's thanks, Amina.
Welcome.
it's a live show. We are calling it the Lynn Ngugi Shazmin Bank live experience. It's happening on the 2nd of April at the Jane Bhavan. So it's it's the attendance. We have an audience of 810 people. Yeah, so Amina, I'm hoping I get to see you there.
Yes. What's the date?
2nd of April.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so it's I'm expecting a lot of people to come because we are discussing topics that we genuinely need to discuss. We'll be discussing gender-based violence, sexual harassment, mental health, relationship. So it's a full day event from 10 to around 4. You just come and your soul is nourished and you just come and experience. You get to meet me. I know there are a lot of people who always want to meet me. So this is an opportunity for them to meet me. And the incredible life coach, that's Shazmin Banks, who has been able to help us tackle a lot of topics on our YouTube channel, from narcissism to gaslighting, sexless marriages. So, yes.
Wow, you're touching on everything.
And gender-based violence.
And very important.
Very important.
Very
mental
important,
health, very important. So all that it's a big risk for me, but I'm looking forward to such day, to meeting so many of my supporters.
Yeah.
Yes.
They say that if you don't take any of those risks, you can't make history. You have to take those risks.
You
High
have
risk,
to.
high return.
Thank
You
you.
have to take a chance on yourself. And this this isn't the first time that you tried to organize it. Before I understand something happened.
Walichukua show yangu bana.
Walibasho yako?
Lakini ilikuwa ikuwe hivyo. Ni Mungu tu alikuwa amesema, Lynn,
Fanya
hiyo
hivi.
si yako.
Hiyo si
Tokea.
weka tu.
Hiyo
Wewe
tokea.
tulia, wewe lenga.
Ngojea nione kitu nakupea.
Like,
So,
kuna mazuri.
yes.
Kuwa patient.
Kuwa patient.
Na hizo mazuri zikakam. You were part of the top 100 inspiring and influential women around the world last year.
Yes.
Women who played their part to reinvent society, culture, and the world, which was pretty huge.
Yes.
And you also won the Cafe Ngoma Humanitarian Journalist Award in 2020.
Yes.
Looking back at all these achievements, did you ever see yourself here?
I want to be Denzel Washington right now and say, oh, Kanye West, and say, yes, I did.
Oh,
I imagined myself here.
I knew.
Yeah, I'm so Kanye West right now, but I imagined myself right here. But I also know it doesn't take just word of mouth. You have to be able to walk the talk. You have to be able to walk the talk. A lot of consistency, discipline, put in the work. Hakuna cha rahisi. Yeah.
That's true. You have to work very hard. What do you wish you were told when you were younger? As a young girl?
As a young girl,
Yeah.
be yourself. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yes.
Because a lot of us, we pretend to be something. We feel like that's what people expect of us. That's what they want to see.
Yes.
But then until you're your true self,
Yes.
that's not what society wants. I know they tell you be yourself, but that's not what they want. But if you are,
Yeah.
and they relate to you, and they love you, that's it. You have an audience for life.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Lynn Ngugi. Like I
Thanks,
said, we don't have enough time for this.
No worries.
But I'm hoping that we need to do another interview where we can sit down and at length just discuss all of these topics. It's
Yes.
been wonderful to finally get to meet you.
Thank you.
Like I said, we've been trying to get Lynn on our show for a long time. And somehow it just never happened. But it's not the time. It's not the time. And this was the time. Thank you so much. Anything you want to tell your fans? You want to tell your moms, your team, anyone else?
Wanajua nawapenda.
Oh, Nivo, wanajua.
Nawapenda. Yes.
So without further ado, time for us to take a break. When we get back, like I told you, we have a special guest we have to talk to in a bit. She does something that a lot of women fear to do. She is just daring and being bold, being courageous, and venturing in a world that is constantly male-dominated. Find out who I'm talking about and what industry I am referring to in the next few minutes. You're watching The Trend.